When I first heard of Stellaris, I was playing it on my PlayStation 4, and back then, I thought it was a sci-fi action game, and the idea of playing as a determined exterminator machine empire immediately appealed to me. Now, growing up watching Terminator, I loved the concept of a relentless machine-driven destruction. When I booted up the game for the first time, it wasn't at all what I had expected. I didn't know what I was doing, and so I put the game down. Still, I was curious about the game, and I came back and gave it another shot, and that's when it clicked. Suddenly, I realized I could roleplay any empire that I wanted, craft its history, and shape its destiny. That was the moment I thought, holy cow, this game has a lot of potential. Now for me, building my empire is where the magic begins. It's not just about numbers or strategy, it's about creating a story. From the species traits to the empire's history and even its goals. Every choice I make is part of a grand narrative. If my empire has a rivalry with another, I take that disrespect personally. These aren't just random empires on a map, they mean something. That emotional investment raises the stakes and makes every decision more significant. This focus on storytelling has led to some incredible moments. I've commanded massive fleets in galaxy-shaking battles, unearthed ancient relics, and even watched fallen empires go to war, forcing me to pick a side in their cosmic feud. Every playthrough surprises me, throwing moments my way that I would have never predicted. And yet, I've lost more games than I've won. But honestly, I don't see losing as a failure. For me, it's about the journey. I think of my playthroughs like I'm narrating the history of an empire, the rise and the fall, and everything in between. Sure, winning is fun, but the real reward is watching the story unfold. If I lose, I reflect on what I could have done differently and jump back in. Every attempt is a new chapter in this galactic saga. That's the heart of Stellaris for me, the journey. It's not a game about winning or losing. It's about exploring, expanding, exploiting, and exterminating. Every decision, every interaction with the galaxy is part of the experience. I even like to document my campaigns between sessions, writing them like alternate history news articles. It's a way to flesh out the story and keep it alive in my mind. The storytelling never ends. Sometimes I'll go to a movie, especially a sci-fi film, and get inspired to create a new empire based on what I've seen. Other times, I'll come up with something completely random and just see where it takes me. Some empires stick and become legends in my campaigns. Others, not so much. That's the fun of Stellaris. You never know what you'll work out until you try. The replayability of this game is unmatched. Every new galaxy brings fresh possibilities, unexpected outcomes, and new challenges. Making first contact with another empire, discovering who they are and what they stand for, feels new every time. There's always a moment where you look back at the decisions that brought you to the late game and think, how did I even get here? It's the best. I love that. Whether I'm playing single player or multiplayer, the game offers so much. When I want to lose myself in a story, single player lets me dive deep, but multiplayer has its own charm. Whether I'm challenging friends or just goofing around, it's always a great time. If I could give one piece of advice to someone starting their first game of Stellaris, it would be this. Don't worry about winning or losing. Just have fun and explore the galaxy. Every playthrough will throw surprises your way, and how you respond to those moments is what makes the game special. Yes, there's a learning curve, but there are plenty of resources out there on YouTube, Reddit, all over the place, and they're amazing. At the end of the day, Stellaris is what you make it. For me, it's more than just a game. It's a canvas of endless stories, a playground for the imagination, and a window into countless what-ifs in the universe.